Hello amigos, como están? I'm Adam86 and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about, obviously, Chivas' off-season off-season game against Atletico Bilbao. Obviously, Bilbao in Guadalajara right now, playing the second half of the Arbel de Garnica trophy. Obviously, the trophy they've got over there. We obviously went to Bilbao a few months ago, and I think we took a 2-0 loss in that game, so we had to win by 2 goals, which we did. And then obviously we went to penalties and we won the penalties. So let's just talk about the actual game first. Pretty much a mixed lineup. It's definitely not the first 11. It was heavily rotated. Wally got his debut. Guti got his debut. Vega was back. He's come back from his injury now. He got played from pretty much all the first half and a little bit of the second half, and then got subbed. Actually, I think he only played this first half. He didn't play the second half at all. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Wally was alright for me. He wasn't outstanding. He had a couple of dodgy moments, but he obviously kept the clean sheet, which is helpful. And then Guti as well. I think he had a good game, solid game. Looked really happy to be on the pitch. To be honest with you, he tried the long shot and it went way wide, but he was all smiles about it, and it's really happy. Nice to see him really happy. Vega was alright. He looked hungry. He was flying in and running around, so he didn't look like he was coming back from an injury actually. But didn't really do anything too much. He came close to scoring 1 point, but obviously he couldn't find the back of the net. So he's still a little bit rusty, I think. But he's running around very energetic, which is how you normally expect Vega to play. And hopefully he comes back stronger and he kind of gets back to before match fitness and sharpness, and hopefully by the time Liga Meki start back up again, he's fully fit and ready to go. And the second half, we saw a lot of changes. Rangel came in the goalkeeper, Yael Padilla and Brigadou came back on. Came on the pitch, sorry. And a couple of other players as well. But obviously, we want to talk about obviously the first goal. Pavel Perez in the first half was a really good goal. Just a bit of a tapping in the end, but it was one of those well worked goals where it kind of pings around, and we basically just ran through their defence, and it was really cool to see. But Bilbao had their own chances, obviously, and they weren't a pushover by any means. I did think they played poorly, though, to be honest with you. I was a bit surprised, if I'm being brutally honest. They didn't seem at it too much at all. Everyone's joking about Chivas should just be in La Liga in Spain because, if we can beat Bilbao, then we could probably get in the top four, maybe. But I was kind of semi-joking, but still, I mean, it's an eye-opener anyway. And then obviously the second goal, we're going to talk about the second goal. Brigadou obviously ended up setting up Yael Padilla, who scored yet again. I mean, what a run he's having, what a month he's having. I think it's third goal now for Chivas. I think it's in as many games as well. I think he got an assist, if I'm not mistaken. But Brigadou as well has got a couple of assists now and a goal. So both of the youngsters doing really well. Obviously, Brigadou is 2021, I think. But yeah, Padilla, man, he's special. If he keeps going like this, he could be the best player Chivas have produced since Chicharito. I mean, at some point, if he keeps going, that's what's going to be said about him. What a player! What a player! And I was talking about multiple people online. Vega can't get back into this team right now. Padilla especially is doing brilliantly, and Brigadou as well is doing quite well as well. Especially the fact that he's the one that's coming off the bench. Padilla's getting starts now, in the league anyway. So yeah, what a player, what a kid. I can't wait to see what he does in the Chivas jersey. Obviously, we've got this kind of off-season tournament thing now. We're going to be playing for the next couple of weeks or a week or so. And then obviously we'll come back with the Liga Mechas in about a week or so. So I probably won't do any more videos until the Liga Mechas starts up again. I'm sure we're not really too bothered about the other tournament, to be honest. I think it's the Nations League, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know what the tournament is, to be honest with you. I just think it's a waste of time. I think it's come at an awkward time where Chivas are in a really good run of form. We've won 3 games in a row pretty decently, and I feel like this has just come on at the wrong time. I think we should have kept going and maybe just kept that run going. And this first thing I want the players to come back healthy. I don't want any injuries, and then the second thing is I hope the team comes back with the same energy and the same fight because obviously Chivas have started the season phenomenally, top of the league right now, and I want it to continue. So, yeah, really good champions, which is cool. An off-season, I want to say pre-season tournament, but it's not really pre-season. But you know what I mean. It had that kind of vibe. Obviously, a midday kickoff as well. It was really weird watching a game. One at 2 a.m. It was 2 a.m. my time. I was up anyway because I was at work, but yeah, really weird. And, it's really weird watching a game in bright sunshine at the Akron. Obviously, I watch a lot of games in that kind of daytime with Chivas youth team on YouTube, but it was kind of weird seeing bright daylight in the Akron. It was good. It was good weird. It wasn't bad weird. It was good weird. It was nice. It must have been a really nice day out for all the fans that were there. So yeah, really cool. Really cool that Bilbao, who red and white, and only play teams from a certain area, or only play players in a certain area. It's kind of cool that Chivas have kind of got that kind of partnership. And obviously, Hierro, who's been in Spain, he's Spanish, he's got some kind of relationship with that club as well. So it's really cool to see, and hopefully we foster a bit more. Unfortunately, none of our players can really go and play for them, but still, hopefully it brings some kind of European exposure. Hopefully, other fans of other clubs that in La Liga have watched the game and thought, wow, these players are really cool, especially that Padilla kid. But yeah, anyway, it's really nice to see play European opposition. It's if anything, just to see where Chivas are at compared to European teams. So yeah, really cool to see, really cool to win. It was a really interesting game, really fun game to watch actually. And yeah, but I'm ready for the Liga and make it start back up again if I'm being brutally honest. But yeah, let me know what you thought about the game. Let me know what you thought about the teams. I want to just end by talking about Rangel. I know I've gone on about this kid, but for me, I probably would rather have Rangel as the kind of rotation goalkeeper to Wacho instead of Wally. I think Wally is a bit of a weird signing for me. Obviously, he's Spanish and American, Spanish and Mexican, but um, I think it's a signing we didn't necessarily need to make. He didn't wow me either. Rangel saved the last penalty that won the penalty shootout, which won Chivas the trophy. So I think he had a really good game. I think he was solid. He still needs to practice his penalties. He let a couple of penalties in, but overall, Rangel super impressed me. I really really like this kid, and I say kid. I think he's 23. But yeah, him and Garcia, brilliant. And I just don't. I would rather have seen Rangel on the bench for Chivas games rather than Wally. If I'm being brutally honest, I think it would have been cool to see him start playing in the Aquan. We've shown with Padilla now, Padilla and Brigado have shown us now that we've got really good players in this Canteranos, and I think that we deserve to be playing them, and they deserve to be showcasing their ability because I think Chivas now needs to be known as the team that creates a lot of young Mexican players. So especially goalkeepers. Goalkeeper is the worrying position in the L tree setup right now. There's no clear successor to Ochoa, which is horrific because he's just turned 38. There's only a limited time now where he's going to be able to stick it at the top level. You'd think it's Acevedo, but he's not exactly lit the world alight. And obviously, some people say Talavera and Antonio Rodriguez, and obviously Cotto as well. But they're super old as well, to be honest with you. So there's no one, like I said, ready to take over. So we need to start producing these Mexican goalkeepers soon as because we don't want Mexico to lag behind and have a really trash goalkeeper. So yeah, I really like Ranghouse. I hope he stays at Chivas. Hope he plays for Chivas, and or maybe even gets a move to abroad. If he gets a European move, I'll be sick. I'll be happy with that as well. So, yeah, let me know about the game. Let me know what think about the Liga MX right now. Let me know what you think about Chivas right now. And yeah, uh, well done Chivas, and well done for the trophy. And I'll see you again very soon for the Liga MX again. So, yeah, take it easy, guys. Adios.